welcome to my channel Delight Redefined. Today I am going to talk about some really interesting time management concepts from the book Make Every Minute Count. This book is absolutely amazing because it has interesting time management concepts with loads of examples and action plans. I highly recommend this book. If you are my regular viewer, you already know I practice minimalism, and that is why I took this book from a library. I read this book, then I took photos of all the interesting concepts, all the pages, and then I saved it in my shared drive so that I can go through this book whenever I want. So it is an interesting tip. I believe you can use it if you also practice minimalism and an avid reader. By the way, if you have missed my video on minimalism, please watch it. I will share the link in the description box. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel. All you need to do is just to click on the subscribe button below. And also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notification every single time I post a new video. Now let's talk about the concepts. So the first concept is 3 tests of time. This is really interesting. According to the author, if you analyze your activities or tasks with the help of 3 tests of time, then you can save around 8 to 10 hours per week. Now that's huge, right? So what are these 3 tests? Number 1, the test of necessity. So first you need to scrutinize whether this task is really necessary or not. Maybe there are certain tasks which are maybe no more useful or no more necessary. For example, there is a monthly report that used to be useful couple of months ago, but maybe now the system has changed or you don't need it anymore. So it's important that you really determine whether this task is necessary or not, so that you can eliminate all the unnecessary tasks from your work list. So it's applicable in your personal as well as your professional life. So this is the first test. What's the second test? The second test is test of appropriateness. So once you identify all the essential tasks, it's important to determine who is going to perform this. Now it is dependent on the department, it's dependent on the skill level. For example, maybe you are doing something which someone else can do, your juniors can do. So there are certain tasks which we can delegate and we should delegate. So you should really understand that who should perform this task. Now comes the third test. Now you have only those tasks at your hand which are necessary and which you need to do, right? So the last test is test of efficiency. So once you know what are those tasks which are necessary and which you need to do, you have to ask yourself just one question, and that is, how can I do it in a better way? How can I do it faster? Or this is a particular question which will motivate you, which will encourage you to find out ways to make it faster, to use different technologies which will help you to become more efficient in your work. So I would like to read 3 lines from this particular book. So I have written in my diary. There are only 3 ways to make better use of your time. 1. Discontinue low priority tasks or activities. Number 2. Find someone else to take some of your tasks. And 3. Be more efficient at what you do. Did you like this concept? If yes, don't forget to give it a like. Next concept is prime time. Now we all are different. You may be a morning person. Maybe my productivity peaks in afternoon. Maybe someone works well at night. So we all are different. So we need to identify what are our prime hours, prime time. Why? Because so that you can utilize it in the best way. For example, if I am a morning person, I should do all those critical tasks or all those tasks which need loads of concentration in morning, because that's my prime time. at that time I am most productive in the entire day. So I should utilize my prime time. In the same way, you should identify what is your prime time. Now next concept is setting up priorities. Now that is really interesting and we somehow know it, but what I really liked about this book, the author has actually talked about 3 criteria for setting up priorities. First, I would talk about how we need to prioritize our work. So there are basically 3 kind of work: task A, task B, task C. And task A is all those work which are must do work, which are kind of critical work, right? So we need to do it. It's the most urgent work. Second is those work which you should do. They are should do work, not must do, but should do. You should do it, but it's not maybe critical or urgent. And the last one is nice to do works, which is task C, which are nice to do work, which means it's not critical, urgent or very important work. You can postpone it. If you have loads of work, you can postpone it a little bit, but you should prioritize task A and task B. Now how can we prioritize? There are 3 criteria which are very interesting. The first one is judgment. So you are the best judge of your task, right? So it's important. You are the judge basically. So judgment is the first criteria. The second is relativity. You need to compare different tasks and activities, and then you have to prioritize which is more important, which is less important. And last one is timeline. So deadline can indicate deadline is something which is very important when it comes to prioritization. For instance, maybe there are certain tasks which takes couple of hours and I have to present it in a meeting tomorrow. Maybe today this is priority B. This is task B. It has a medium priority, but tomorrow it would become task A. It would be urgent because tomorrow I have to present it, right? So that is how timeline or deadline is something which is very important while setting up priorities. Now I would like to mention about some interesting things which are time wasters. So in this book the author has talked about 2 types of time waster. One is self time wasters and second is environmental. So what are self time wasters? Like disorganization, procrastination, and also saying not able to say no. Sometimes you have to say no for all those low priority tasks. So these are the 3 things which are mainly the self time wasters. Again, there are environmental time wasters. So we can't really control it, but we can observe it and we can make certain changes if possible. For example, what are these things like unproductive meeting, telephone calls, junk mails? Yeah, so these are kind of environmental time wasters. Now when you have lots of time, what you can do with this time? The time you save by using all these time management tips can be invested in your health. You can do some kind of career planning, do communication. You can use it to learn something new. So there are so many things you can do with your time. So I really like this book and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to let me know that in the comment section. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching my video. Keep tuning in. See you next time.